In parts of the globe where there's no mains water or electricity, a pickup truck has to be more than just transport for plague victims and livestock. That's why James has turned his Mercedes X-Class into a power station, using its rear axle to make electricity for the village. Richard, meanwhile, was using his Ford Ranger as a tractor, pulling a plough.
Yep, I'm actually ploughing with my pickup. I don't think I could be any happier.
And I was using this Volkswagen Amarok as an irrigation system. I'm using it to drive a pump which will deliver nourishment from the well to the community allotment. In fact, yeah, I can hear the water coming now above the smooth turbocharged throb of my V6 diesel.
Sort it out! Get it!
Hammond!
What?
We've got to get... How do you get that back?
No, you set it free!
Whoa!
It's angry! You made it angry! Run away!
Ow!
Oh, you...
Clarkson! Turn the car off! What was that? Oh, dear.
And there, and there, and I've done my neck in.
This is supposed to be a demonstration of the utility of pickup
We've
trucks.
done it! We've proved all three of them.
Yeah, no, I have. I've sawn 3 pieces of wood for a fence. Hammond's ploughed 4 furrows for growing things in. You have only subtracted from this community. You've taken away the vegetables, you've taken away the electricity, you've taken away the lighting, you've taken away the ability to make the new fence posts.
Well, I have proved
and you've taken away the food.
But my engine is very powerful. More powerful than in your two.
Yeah, well, what's the use of that?
Speed and power.
It's not speed and power,
Yeah,
you
well,
know,
it is.
just...
Look what he did! Look what he did! Yours couldn't have delivered that much water that quickly.
Yeah, thankfully, because we wouldn't have done that. I think you've slightly missed the point.
Why do you always have to overdo everything? I mean...
You can shut up.
Why?
Because it's supposed to be a test of European pickup trucks.
And it's European.
Well, yes, apart from the fact that it was designed in Australia and it's built in South Africa.
What about the engine?
That's made in Turkey.
That's European.
Well, a bit of it is.
Well, look, let's not get bogged down with where Turkey is. What we've done is prove that all 3 of them work well when there is peace in the village in the developing world. What we must do now is find out how well they work when the peace comes to an end and there's a revolution.
When the revolution is over, it's important that all traces of the vile, hated dictator are eradicated. And that's why I'm attaching my Mercedes to this giant statue of Kim Yong Clarkson to see if I can pull it over. Right, here are the rules. I have to do this using the lowest revs possible. So what I'm going to do is put it in 4-wheel drive low range, something Jeremy Clarkson can't do, 1st gear manual, and turn the traction control off.
You know that isn't really a Mercedes, don't you? It's just a Nissan with Mercedes written on it.
And it's got a Nissan engine.
Yeah.
And that's his problem, because it's only a 2.3 4-cylinder diesel.
Right, taking up the slack.
When you have to use power and torque to do a job.
James is the first man you go for.
Here we go. Traction control, diff lock, down you come.
Oh, hello.
Yeah!
was just right on your dunk.
What a feeling!
Oh, I bet that was just...
That is in the face by the whole earth.
Yes.
In the face. Do you see what happened to your nose? Look at it.
Yes. And now, it's your turn because...
Yeah, matesy tongue. Right, it's time for your reign of terror to end. He may be the most stubborn man in the world, but he's no match for the engine in this Ford Ranger. I have, of course, more power in this than in his Nissan. 197 brake to his 188, and more torque. This engine is strong enough to pull a train, literally, because they are actually using the 5-cylinder diesel out of this in the new Viva Rail 230 commuter class train.
You know he's got one more cylinder than you.
Yeah, that's because that engine came from a Turkish bazaar. It was for you, my friend, special price. 1 extra cylinder, today only.
Minimal revs, 1,500, maybe upping it a bit.
Oh, hang on.
Come on, May.
He's failing. He's failing to topple me.
Come on, you can pull an old spaniel off a pillar.
Oh, no! All right.
He's taking you for a scrape.
That's not odd, really.
Nice one, Hammond. The scores so far, then, looked like this. James had used 2,100 RPM to topple me, whereas Hammond, despite his bigger engine, had to use 3,600 RPM to bring down May. And now it's time for me to win as I get rid of the last of the country's hated dictators. Dick Pott. And there we are.
Oh, now come on.
Well, you shouldn't have built a life-size one. You are a man of modest stature.
Yeah, fine. It reflects my ego compared to yours.
Well, it's, proportional to the size of the tyranny.
I don't think I'm going to need low range.
You haven't got it.
Well, I know exactly. I don't need it. Lock the rear diff. There you go.
You'll need that.
Right, here we go. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Taking up the slack.
There might be a really bad jolt, so be careful.
I've won another test. I've won both of them.
How have you worked that out?
Well, 600 RPM, OK? And I did the best in the village.
You destroyed the village.
Listen, let's not get bogged down with that. We must now move on to what typically happens in a country after the dictator is gone.